you think will win? Martian Manhunter, or the Sentry, Gladiator, Blue Marvel, and Hyperion. Martian Manhunter is one of the most powerful and mysterious heroes in the DC universe. Originally from the planet Mars, he is the last surviving member of the Green Martian race after a tragedy that wiped out the entire civilization. Martian Manhunter not only possesses superhuman abilities, but is also one of the most brilliant strategic minds among superheroes. He has the ability to completely transform, can change his appearance, size, and even his body structure to adapt to any combat situation or camouflage. Martian Manhunter can also be completely invisible to all types of sensors and vision, making him a master of infiltration and espionage. His telepathy operates on a planetary level, allowing him to connect and read the minds of millions of people at the same time, and can even control the minds of large numbers of people accurately and effectively. He possesses physical strength that is far beyond the limits. I can fly at supersonic speeds and penetrate the atmosphere in just a few seconds. His reaction speed is so fast that he can catch up with or intercept opponents using the speed of light. Martian Manhunter also has super healing abilities, can regenerate his entire body if destroyed. In addition, his cosmic intelligence allows him to analyze the battlefield, read his opponents, and predict combat situations with near absolute accuracy. Cold handling of situations and strategic thinking at the leadership level. Martian Manhunter is considered a model that is almost comparable to Superman in terms of pure strength and comprehensiveness in combat. Superman himself once admitted that Martian Manhunter is not only strong but also extremely flexible and dangerous in battle. He once easily defeated Ultraman, a dark and cruel version of Superman from the Mirror Universe. He destroyed part of the moon, where the gravity density increased many times, showing cosmic destructive power. Martian Manhunter once threw a punch strong enough to repel Thoth, an ancient entity with knowledge and power beyond time. He also punched away Super Doom, a hybrid version of Superman and the Doomsday Virus, a virus that is considered capable of destroying all life. Not only facing each opponent, Martian Manhunter also has the ability to hold off the entire Justice League squad, causing the battle to fall into a stalemate with neither side gaining a clear advantage. In a direct confrontation with Black Adam, he not only withstood all of his attacks, but also maintained a stable fighting state, showing no signs of weakening. His heat vision attack ability could melt Black Adam's face. In another situation, when the White Martian, an extremely aggressive and dangerous species, was overwhelming both Wonder Woman and Green Lantern, Martian Manhunter suddenly launched a counterattack at lightning speed, changing the situation in an instant. He also flew from Mars to Earth in a short period of time. On another occasion, he transformed into a giant dragon to lift a free-falling plane. Martian Manhunter also defeated Vishnu, a reality-bending entity, with telepathy, a type of mental power that can penetrate even the deepest spiritual defenses. These feats affirm that he is not only a warrior, but also a force to be reckoned with and full of substance in the superhero world. Sentry is one of the characters with the greatest destructive potential in the entire universe. Dubbed as the power of a million exploding suns, he is the embodiment of absolute physical and energy dominance. Sentry possesses super speed, extraordinary endurance, and the ability to fly freely in space. He can also manipulate energy at a high level, creating energy blasts capable of melting all barriers, penetrating the defenses of the strongest characters. Sentry's immortality is almost absolute. He has the ability to regenerate. Even when disintegrated to the subatomic level, he can still regenerate his body in a short time, making death almost impossible. However, what makes Sentry even more dangerous is the existence of the Void, a dark entity that exists inside his mind, representing his negative and uncontrollable ego. When the Void rises, Sentry's power is pushed to new heights, surpassing all previous limits and bringing with it an unparalleled capacity for destruction. Sentry's abilities are often compared to god-level characters like Thor or Hercules. His ability to fight cosmic entities makes him one of the rare beings who can confront forces beyond the reach of ordinary superheroes. His internal imbalance makes him a ticking time bomb, able to save the world in a moment, then plunge it into chaos in the next. It is this contradictory juxtaposition of light and dark, of the ability to save and the power to destroy that makes Sentry one of the most respected and feared entities in the superhero world. Sentry is the embodiment of an unstable but absolutely formidable form of power. In terms of power, Sentry ranges from the Skyfather level of beings like Odin to approaching conceptual beings like the Spectre, depending on his state of mind at the time. In high-profile battles, Sentry has repeatedly overwhelmed Thor, one of Asgard's strongest warriors. He has also fought Hercules, a Greek god of blood, and notably killed Ares, the god of war, in a fight that showed pure, chilling savagery. In a confrontation with Iron Man in his Extremis armor, Sentry mercilessly crushed Tony Stark, rendering the most technologically advanced armor completely useless. He has also clashed with the Hulk in his planet-destroying World Breaker form and maintained his balance while his own mind was in chaos. In addition, Sentry easily defeated Terrax, one of Galactus's powerful heralds, which further solidified his position in the cosmic power rankings. In his merged Sentry state, he defeated Captain Marvel in a short time and easily surpassed the Golden Thor version, a Thor who was weakened in power but still had the strength of an Asgardian warrior. When his mind was stable and his ego was controlled, he became an unmatched protective force. But when his self-confidence weakened, or when his dark side void arose, he could become an uncontrolled rage, enough to tear apart all concepts of limits. The Sentry can do anything. He can erase the multiverse, merge universes. He has no opponent because he can erase everyone. So he is really powerful. I really hope you subscribe to the channel. It will help us a lot, and moreover, you will see great videos every day. You are the best. Thank you very much. Gladiator is one of the elite warriors of the Shi'ar Imperial Guard, regarded as the ultimate symbol of power and loyalty in the Galactic Empire. He is the embodiment of a combination of superhuman physical strength, incredible durability, and fighting spirit. His feats of strength surpass those of many of the strongest characters in the Marvel Universe. Gladiator's strength allows him to lift, throw, or crush massive objects weighing hundreds of tons without showing signs of fatigue. In combat, he can destroy warships, tear through dense metal structures, or stop city-destroying energy blasts. He also possesses supersonic flight and can even travel between planets in short periods of time, making him one of the most mobile characters in the galaxy. Gladiator's body is virtually invulnerable, making him immune to most forms of physical and energy attacks. Direct blows from powerful warriors such as the Hulk, Thor, or Hyperion have little or no effect on his fighting ability. Gladiator's eyes can emit energy beams capable of destroying thick steel or cutting through energy shields, making them one of the most powerful long-range weapons in his personal arsenal. Gladiator also possesses the ability to heal himself at a much faster rate than normal humans, allowing him to maintain a continuous fighting state for long periods of time without needing rest or medical support. He is also notable for his ability to resist telepathic attacks, an extremely important factor when facing opponents with the ability to manipulate mind. High-level psychics who have attempted to penetrate Gladiator's mind have failed against his iron will and strong mental structure. The most unique aspect of Gladiator lies in the source of his power. When he believes himself to be invincible, his strength increases to almost unimaginable levels. Thus, in a stable state of mind and unwavering faith, Gladiator can defeat even enemies ranked as gods. Gladiator possesses tremendous physical strength, the exact limits of which are unknown. He has destroyed entire planets with the force of his blows. The extent of his strength depends on his confidence. Therefore, the more confident he is, the stronger he becomes. He has demonstrated a number of incredible feats of strength, such as defeating Colossus with relative ease, knocking out the Thing with just 2 blows, slowing down Hyperion's punch with his open palm, and with serious effort, rendering him unconscious by breaking his back and gouging out one of Vulcan's eyes and knocking out an Omega-level mutant. He also uprooted the entire Baxter building when fighting the Fantastic Four. His son, Kubark, claims to have seen his father tear apart black holes. Gladiator has the ability to fire highly concentrated beams of energy from his eyes. These beams can reach extremely high temperatures. The maximum temperature his beams can reach is unknown, but they can reach temperatures hotter than stars, as they are said to be able to burn the Hulk's skin. These beams can also disable Hyperion's atomic vision, creating a massive explosion that temporarily incapacitates both opponents. The temperature of these beams depends on his confidence. Blue Marvel is one of the most powerful and versatile superheroes. He possesses superior physical strength, capable of lifting massive objects and performing devastating actions without the aid of equipment. In direct confrontations, he has balanced and even overwhelmed top warriors such as Thor and Hulk, characters often considered symbols of pure muscle power. Blue Marvel also has the ability to move at superhuman speeds. His reflexes and agility make it difficult for opponents to keep up with his movements on the battlefield. This, combined with his extensive combat experience, helps him easily control the situation in large-scale battle. He can launch lightning-fast attacks, create continuous pressure, and maintain the advantage throughout the match. Blue Marvel's most outstanding ability is the ability to control antimatter, a form of energy that is far more destructive than many other conventional forms of energy. This allows him to generate powerful energy blasts from his palms, which he uses to accurately strike and inflict severe damage on any target. He can also absorb, disperse, and redirect energy attacks from his opponents, turning their own strength into a disadvantage. Blue Marvel can also fly at supersonic speeds, allowing him to move between locations at lightning speed and dodge devastating attacks. His body is extremely durable, allowing him to withstand impacts from heavy weapons, attacks from god-level figures, and even explosions that can tear apart space. He has survived extreme environments such as outer atmospheres or planetary cores without the need for any support equipment. As a leading scientist, he constantly researches to understand the nature of his power and find ways to use it responsibly. He once deflected an asteroid the size of Arkansas, a feat that required cosmic-level strength. In another, he lifted the entire Enterprise off the ground, an act that demonstrated a near-impossible level of physical and force control. Blue Marvel directly confronted and fought Ant-Man, one of the most powerful and dangerous villains ever created. Even the Avengers hesitated to confront him, as Man's ability to manipulate energy and wreak mass destruction posed a planetary threat. Blue Marvel did not back down, but instead led the Avengers to confront him head-on, in a manner that was as courageous, decisive, and inspiring as Captain America's leadership. Blue Marvel defeated Sentry in a rare battle, leaving him defeated. However, it is important to understand the context. Sentry, in his golden form, is a highly variable entity whose power is entirely dependent on his mental state. At times, due to his loss of mind control, Sentry is unable to even deal with the Hulk in his rage state. While his potential may reach the level of a herald or be on par with galactic entities, maintaining a stable level of power is never a sure thing. Sentry has yet to completely overcome Thor. Despite his immense energy and near limitless regenerative abilities, Sentry is still unable to assert absolute dominance. Meanwhile, Blue Marvel has shown the ability to analyze the battlefield, coordinate formations, and use both intelligence and strength to turn the tide of battle. He is not only a man with a fist strong enough to shake the earth, but also a scientific mind that can change the course of battle in a moment. Hyperion is one of the characters with outstanding strength. He is the embodiment of strength not only physically but also in the ability to survive and fight in the harshest conditions that no warrior can easily compare. Hyperion can easily lift giant blocks of matter, destroy solid structures with just one punch, and overwhelm opponents in the strongest group of Marvel like Thor or Hulk. In destructive battles, he can take the initiative from the first minute thanks to his ability to analyze the situation quickly, stable strength, and extraordinary reflexes. Hyperion's bare-handed attacks are enough to create shockwaves that cause the entire terrain to shake violently. Hyperion's body is almost impenetrable. He can stand firm against energy blasts of the level of destruction of the city, endure melee attacks from opponents with god-level strength without losing any stamina. He is immune to conventional physical agents such as ballistics, extreme temperatures, and high pressures. Hyperion's flight ability reaches superhuman levels, allowing him to fly through the atmosphere, travel between continents in an instant, and dodge attacks at the speed of light. Hyperion's most formidable ability is the ability to radiate energy from his eyes, creating heat streams of terrible intensity, enough to burn metal and destroy war machines. A single point, forming an energy beam that penetrates high durability targets or severely damages enemies in an extremely short time. Hyperion also possesses the ability to recover quickly from severe injuries, allowing him to maintain a continuous fighting state without rest. He can regenerate damaged body tissue in seconds and return to combat immediately, turning any confrontation into a long-distance battle in his favor. Hyperion's biological structure allows him to age slowly, to the point of near immortality. Over the centuries, he has remained physically fit, mentally alert, and physically strong. He is often likened to a light that burns through darkness, an unstoppable force once he has decided to act. Hyperion possesses the usual traits of his race, the Eternals, and thus can channel cosmic energy for certain personal purposes, as well as telepathic abilities due to the cosmic energy stored in his body's cells. Because the cells of the Eternals' bodies contain cosmic energy, all Eternals are capable of superhuman strength, telepathy, flight, teleportation, the conversion of organic and inorganic matter, incredible resilience, and the generation of various forms of energy from their bodies, including force, heat, light, and other electromagnetic radiation. Hyperion's powers are considerable. Being able to hold two Earths apart to prevent them from colliding for a period of time, confront the Hulk until the Hulk reverted to human form, fight on par with Blue Marvel, kill Namor, and stop an Earth-sized planet from moving at incredible speeds through sheer physical strength alone. King Hyperion is one of the most dangerous and unpredictable characters. However, King Hyperion's only known weakness is Argonite, which is similar to Kryptonite to Superman, but is even more painful and destructive to his body. Hyperion is capable of hearing conversations miles away, such as hearing Vision's tactical plans from outside the X-Men mansion, despite being a great distance away. He flies at extremely fast speeds, being able to cross the atmosphere and move into orbit for a short time. Every cell in Hyperion's body acts as an energy reservoir, absorbing sunlight to restore and increase his strength. When fully charged, he can regenerate his entire body, even restoring lost limbs in a matter of moments. Hyperion can emit a beam of energy comparable in intensity to the sun. This energy not only destroys physical barriers, but can also penetrate energy defenses. This beam is more powerful than Micmic's eye beam, and in one encounter, Hyperion easily defeated and eliminated Micmic from the fight with a single move. Hyperion has destroyed Alternate Hulk, defeated Apocalypse, and killed Magic by suffocating her. He has also killed an alternate version of Thor, and fought giant kaiju monsters head-on without suffering any significant damage. King Hyperion is classified as level 0, the highest level of danger for individuals capable of disrupting the world's order. He is considered to be superior to Juggernaut, one of the legendary warriors of destruction. In their encounters, Hyperion has consistently defeated Juggernaut, extending his unending winning streak and cementing his position as a destructive storm in human form. The confrontation between the 5 most powerful entities in the superhero universe is a nightmare for anyone who dares to step between them. All 5 possess powers that are far beyond human, even comparable to or surpassing those of the gods. However, if forced to choose the strongest one who can dominate the entire game, it is the Sentry. Martian Manhunter is a versatile warrior, possessing the ability to shapeshift, read minds, fly at supersonic speeds, control minds, and is almost immortal. However, his weakness to fire is a fatal flaw. Hyperion and Gladiator are the Marvel version of Superman, with terrible physical strength, the speed of light, the ability to survive in space, and almost indestructible durability. Blue Marvel has the power to control antimatter, an extremely destructive form of energy and a genius-level intellect, but it is still not enough to confront an entity that has lost control like Sentry. The Sentry, aka Robert Reynolds, wields the power of 1,000,000 exploding suns. Not only can he destroy the entire universe if he wants to, he also has molecular manipulation, immortality, near instant regeneration, and a dark side called the Void that is powerful enough to destroy the entire Avengers team. Even if the rest of them were to join forces, it would be nearly impossible to completely destroy the Sentry. While all 5 are symbols of ultimate power, the Sentry stands out due to his physical-defying power, his ability to reshape reality, and his unpredictable psychological nature. In a battle of everyone versus everyone, the Sentry is the last man standing. I hope you enjoy this fight. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments. Follow me if you like. That's it for today's video. Thanks a lot.